Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to one of my favorite lessons, Lesson 6, Order of Operations. Student outcomes. Students evaluate numerical expressions. They recognize that in the absence of parentheses, exponents are evaluated first. So let's begin by taking a look at a really popular mnemonic device, one that I used as a kid and I'll probably use for the next 100 years. It's "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." And what it really stands for are parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. And we group together multiplication and division because they're the same strength, and the same holds true for addition and subtraction. So what that means, if you come across an expression and division shows up first, you would actually divide first and then multiply, as well as subtraction and addition. If subtraction shows up first, do that. Because again, addition and subtraction and multiplication and division are the same strength. Now this lesson goes by pretty quickly, so if at any point you fall behind, just hit the pause button, rewind a little bit, get caught up, and then hit play when you're ready. So here we go, hang on tight. 2 times 4, 17, plus 4, the answer is 18. Next we have 36 divided by 3 is 12, times 4 is 48. Next we have 5 times 2 is 10, 20 minus 10 is 10. Moving right along, we have our first example of an exponent. So we have 81 divided by 3 times 2 minus 2, and I need to bring down my 4 and my plus sign here. We have 27 times 2 minus 2, 4 plus here, and then here I have 54, and then I have 58, and then I have 56. So it's really easy to do. All you have to do is continue to follow this order of operations. Another example using some exponents. We have 25 times 3. Over here we have 75, 90. 90 minus 75 is 15. And now we have our first one that's cubed, so we can actually write that out. Some people find it to be a little bit more helpful. So I can do 4 times 4 is 16, times 4, plus 2, times 8. Then I have 16 times 4 is 64, plus 2, times 8. And on this side I have 16, plus 64, and my final answer is 80. Moving right along, expressions with parentheses. Consider a family of 4 that goes to a soccer game. Tickets are $5 each. The mom also buys a soft drink for $2. How would you write this expression? Well, it's pretty basic. You have a family of 4. They all want tickets, so those are $5 a piece. And then mom wants her drink, which costs $2. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus your $2 for mom's drink.
Thank you, everyone. And now it's officially spring.
And we end up with $22 as our total cost. However, if we revise this scenario a little bit, and we'll take our original problem here, $22, and we'll change the scenario just a little bit. The family goes to the game like before, but each of the family members wants to buy a drink this time. How would you write this expression? So we still have 4 family members. Tickets are $5 a piece, and everybody this time wants to buy a drink. So in this case, we put this in parentheses, and we complete what's in parentheses first. So each person is going to be spending $7 times 4, and 4 times 7 equals 28. Next, we'll look at some parentheses, more parentheses work here. We always do what's in parentheses first. So we have 9 squared is 81 minus 4. Then we have 81 minus 4 is 77. And then 77 plus 2 is 79. Continuing right along, this time we have 2 sets of parentheses. You always do the innermost set of parentheses first. But right here I have 3 plus 4. And I'll take my time and I'll bring everything down that's above. And now I can evaluate, stay inside the next set of parentheses, and just use this order of operations here. So I'm going to look across, parentheses, no, multiplication, division, yes. So I can divide right here, And again, I carefully bring down everything else. I look any more multiplication or division. No. Addition, subtraction. Yes. There's 18. And I only do one step at a time, 16. And then my final answer is 32. So you might feel like, you know what, why don't I do 13 plus 5 is 18 minus 2 all in one step? You know what, it's okay to do that, but your chances of making a mistake are greatly increased. All right, let's take a look at the placement of our exponent. Here this time I'm going to place the exponent inside the parentheses, and then we'll take a look at what happens when you place the exponent outside the parentheses. So we'll start with the inner parentheses here. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3, 2 on the outside, 19. 2 times 19 is 38. Okay, so we'll remember that answer 38 on our next slide here. So we have 38 from our previous problem, and we want to see what happens when we jump that number outside. So we'll solve inside parentheses first. So we have 7 squared, and that's 49. And this is 98. So a big difference when you put that exponent on the outside of the parentheses. Next, we'll take a look at a similar one. We'll work on the inside of the parentheses first. We have 9. And then we have 12 minus 9 is 3. And then 7 plus 3 is 10. And we'll see what happens when we jump that same number. There's 10 from our previous problem. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 squared is 81. Plus our 7 is 87. Once again, notice the big change when you put that exponent on the outside. Great work on today's lesson. I know it went by really quickly, so feel free to rewind the video, go back, watch it a couple times. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, go on to your exit ticket and bring that up to me when you're done. And you guys did a fantastic job on today's lesson.